Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Uh, in my previous lecture, I discussed the theoretical aspects of absorption rates. Why do we calculate absorption rates? Why we do not go to the actual FOH? And I mentioned in detail that actual FOH takes time, so we do not have so much time to calculate, and there is also fluctuation in production because in some time periods we have a lot of production due to their demands, because we have, for example, we have seasonal type of business. On the other hand, in non-seasonal time periods we have a very uh, small production. So in one period we have a large number of FS to produce these products, and in the other time period we have a very small production, and that to produce these small products we have also a small number of FH. So therefore we have to calculate our absorption rate so that we can calculate our FH that are most near to our actual FH. So let's move towards the practical aspect in a numerical question. For example, we have a two departments, production department 1 and production department 2. We have also been provided budgeted overheads. Uh, in department 1 we have a 36,000 budgeted FH, and in the second department 2 we have a 5,000 FH. We have also been provided some basis to calculate our predetermined overhead rates. In department 1 we have direct material cost basis, direct labor cost basis, machine hours, and direct labor hours. These are provided for department 1, whereas in department 2 we are only provided our budgeted FH as well as number of units produced. So it means that to calculate predetermined overhead rates in department 1 we have on multiple bases, and in department 2 we have only one base to calculate our overhead rates. So we are required in this question about to calculate the production overhead absorption rates using the various bases of apportionment. So if you see that uh, in department 1 we have a percentage of direct material cost. I already explained it in my previous lecture that there could be a lot of bases to calculate our predetermined overhead rates. So in this question, if you see that percentage of direct material cost could also be the basis for calculation of our overhead rates. So what we do, budgeted of overheads divided by direct material cost, it will provide us the percentage of the FH which are directly proportional to the direct material cost. For example, 36,000 our overheads divided by 32,000. Here you see 32,000 is a direct material cost. So multiplied by 100 we get 112.5%. It means कि जितने आपकी मटेरियल की कॉस्ट होती है उसका 112.5% would be your FH. So for example, अगर आपकी 100 मटेरियल की कॉस्ट आती है तो आपकी जो FH की कॉस्ट है that would be 112.5 dollars. Then we have a second basis to calculate our predetermined overhead rates. So percentage of direct labor cost, 36,000 our budgeted FH, and we divide with our 40,000 direct labor cost and multiply with the 100 to calculate a percentage. So we get a 90%. It means that okay, whatever your direct material cost, FH would be 90% of that labor cost. For example, again I see 100. If for example your direct labor cost $90 would be your FH cost. Similarly, percentage of prime cost. So the uh, direct material cost plus direct labor cost is your prime cost. So this is also provided to us separately, but we took it in total. We can calculate on the basis of these two as well. So 36,000 is your uh, FH cost, and we divide with 72,000. 72,000 means 32,000 your direct material cost plus 40,000 direct labor cost. You get 72,000 is your prime cost, and you multiply it with 100%, you will get it 50%. It means that if your prime cost is 100%, your FH would be 50% of your prime cost. Again, if for example you have a prime cost 100, $50 would be your FH cost. Then we are also provided rate per machine hour. We are provided machine hours, so we can calculate the rate. So 36,000 is your budgeted FH, and you divide with the 10,000, you get $3.6 per machine hour. So for example, if you are provided 10 hours and you multiply with the rate, that is $3.6, you get 36 your FH. Then again you are provided direct labor hours. On the basis of direct labor hours, you can calculate their rate as well. So 36,000 is your budgeted FH, and you divide with your 18,000 direct labor hours. They are also provided in the question as well, you see. So you get $2 per labor hour. So for example, if you are provided 10 hours, 10 labor hours to produce a product, and you multiply with the rate, you get $20 of your FH to complete that product. So for department 1, we were provided some information. On the basis of that some information, we calculated the rate of your factory overheads. And in the part B, we are only provided number of units which were produced in department 2. So 5,000 units, 5,000 FH was budget FH was that we estimated, and we divided with the number of units produced. So $5 per unit produced is your FH, and we add up direct material cost plus direct labor cost, we will get per unit cost. थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे मैं आपको explain कर दूँ कि we are just calculating the FH. However, when you have to calculate unit cost, so there is a difference between a labor cost and uh, your FH cost and unit cost. FH cost is a part of your unit cost. When we simply say that what is a unit cost, it means that it includes your direct material, your direct labor, as well as your factory overheads. So we are just talking about overheads. It means we are only talking about the third component of your product cost. So what happens if there is a difference between the FH that we calculated based upon the different absorption basis? So we are further provided some additional information to calculate the unit cost. So if we are provided direct material cost, direct labor cost, and some additional information about labor hours and machine hours, we see there is a more difference between these FH costs. So for example, the choice of basis of apportionment is significant in determining the cost of individual units or jobs which were produced. Using the previous example which we have seen in our previous slide, suppose an individual product has a material cost of $80, labor cost $85, which requires 36 hours of labor and 23 hours of machine to complete that product. So we have a uh, some information. On the basis of information, we can calculate our FH. So for example, if we take as a material cost, we see that to produce a single product, we require $80 of material cost, and we have calculated that 112% of material cost would be your FH cost. So we are provided $80 of material, and we multiply with the 112.5, we get $90 of our FH. So these are all FH that we have calculated based upon different bases. In the second, as a percentage of direct labor cost, so we calculated 90% as a basis of our FH if we take direct material cost. So direct material cost was 85, we are provided here. So $85 multiplied by 90%. So FH is 76.5%, $76.5, not percent. Then percentage of prime cost, and we calculated 50% of prime cost is your FH. So prime cost was 165. How did we calculate it? 80 plus 85, we get 165 as a prime cost. So your FH are 50% of your prime cost. So 82.5 we calculated from this prime cost. So 165 multiplied by 50%. So $82.5 is your FH. Then fourth one, we had machine hour basis of absorption. So 23 hours were required to complete a product, and we calculated $3.6 as a per machine hour. So 23 hours were required to complete a product, and we have already calculated machine rate. So $3.6 per machine hours multiplied by number of hours, we get $82.80 of our FH. And finally, if we take a labor hour basis, overhead cost would be, so 36 hours were required to complete a product, 36 hours of labor, and we are provided here 36 hours to complete a product. So 36 hours multiplied by 2, it means this is a per labor hour. This is the rate, and we multiply number of hours with the rate, we get $72. So these are all your FH that we calculated using different bases. And if we make a comparison, we see a huge difference between FH that we calculate from different bases. $90 was calculated using direct material cost, $76.5 when we used direct labor cost, $82.5 when we calculated using a prime cost, $82.8 when we used as a machine hour as a basis for of our FH, and $72, the lowest one, when we calculated our FH using a direct labor cost. So in theory, each basis of apportionment would be possible, but we have to choose the best guess, which are nearest to our actual FH. That's why they call it fairest. Fairest means they are best guessed and which are most near to our actual FH. So we should be very careful when we have to decide about the basis of our FH, because on the basis of our FH we have to calculate our FH. This is the third component of our product cost. And if, for example, if you calculate our FH which is not realistic, which is not near to actual, and it is much more than actual FH, what will happen? Your product cost would be high. और अगर आपकी product cost high हो जाती है तो your price would also be high. It means that your product, it would be very difficult for your product to sell in the market, because there are also some other competitors who are selling their products. और इसका वाइस वर्सा भी हो सकता है कि अगर आपकी प्रोडक्ट की कॉस्ट अंडर कॉस्ट हो जाती है बिकॉज ऑफ दिस अंडर एफएच, तो आप हो सकता है कि अपने एक्सपेंसेस को ही मीट ना कर सके अपनी अंडर प्राइस होने की वजह से. So you have to make a very careful decision while choosing your basis for uh, apportionment of your FH. So what can be the impact of our FH when we choose different bases? So if you see uh, a summary of our product cost, as already to explain you okay, what happens if you undercost your product or if you overcost your product. Here are different bases. If you take percentage of material cost, if you take percentage of labor cost, percentage of prime cost, percentage of uh, 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 machine hours as a basis, and direct labor hours as a basis. So direct material cost, which is same for all, direct labor same for all, but your production overheads are different when we choose different bases. So in percentage of material cost, we had a 90 dollars of our FOH. When we choose direct labor cost, we get $76.5. When we take prime cost, we get $82.5. And if we take machine hours as a basis, we get $82.5. And finally, if we take labor hours, we get $72. We add up three components: direct material, direct labor, and factory overheads. We get a total production cost or total product cost. If we make a comparison, we see that when we take a percentage of direct material, we get the product cost $255. However, if we take a percentage of labor cost, we get $241.5, which is almost $14.5 less than the percentage of direct material cost. So this is a big amount. And then if we move towards a percentage of prime cost, our product cost is little bit increased, which is $247.5. And then if we take a machine hours, we get $247.8. And finally, if we take a direct labor hours as a basis to calculate our FOH, we get $237, which is lowest than any other basis of your apportionment of your FOH. So you see there is a huge difference between all. So what I'm uh, I'm explaining is that we have to calculate our predetermined overhead rates. It is necessary in all organizations, but choosing the best guess, we should be very careful about it. What happens if we are not careful about our FH? Our product cost would be either overcost or undercost. And if it is overcost, what will happen? Your product price would also be overpriced. And this would not be sellable, might be not be sellable in the market. And if your product cost is under cost and your price is underpriced based upon that cost, what will happen? You would not be able to meet your expenses. So therefore, you should have a better knowledge when we are choosing about the basis of our product cost. So I hope so you got a better idea how to calculate predetermined overhead rates. So it might happen that whenever you go in any organization to work for a job, so you will get uh, some sort of different basis. In one organization, uh, one department might be using direct labor cost, other department might be using uh, material cost as a basis, the third department might be using machine hours, and fourth department might be using uh, your labor hours. So it varies between organization to organization as well as department to department. But in some organizations it is a common practice that when a department is a machine intensive, it means कि जहाँ पे machine का काम बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, they normally use a machine hours as a basis to calculate their predetermined overhead rates. In some organizations, when there is a department that labor works more than the machines, so they might use machine labor hours as a basis. So I hope so you got a better idea. In the next class, I will talk about a little bit more about it when we have a two departments. Um, for example, one department that is intensive, the other department is labor intensive. So we have a two separate bases to calculate our FOH, which we will talk about it in our next lecture. So up to now, thank you very much, and I suggest you to do it practically what I have explained in this example. अपने हाथ से उसको सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करें. जब तक आप अपने हाथ से इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व नहीं करेंगे, आपको समझ इसकी उस तरह नहीं आएगी जिस तरह आपको आनी चाहिए. Up till now, thank you very much. Take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz.